Hello YouTube, today at powerjackrepair.org we got Lenovo Legion. It's the same board for Y540, Y545, Y740, same connector pretty much. And in the prior video, prior to this video, I described to you that it's better if the center piece isn't broken, this center black piece is not broken prior to shipping, because once you break that black piece, the pins inside start to touch each other, and once you put the adapter in, it will short something on the motherboard. And I mentioned that before I replace those connectors, I usually check on the motherboard to see if it's worth for me to replace this connector in order for this thing to work, because if the connector has the black piece missing and you can see pins that are touching each other, usually it means that the board is already shorted, usually. So the way to see if the board already shorted is, this is a good example right here. Where it shorts someplace here usually, all right, right here. Even though the connector is here, when you start to wiggle it, the black piece comes off, the pluses and minuses start to touch each other, and it shorts someplace here. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the cheapest voltmeter, set it on ohms, and we're gonna check a point here. You see this voltage regulator right here, this guy? I will bring a different camera so you could see better. To the right of that voltage regulator is this silver point here and this capacitor here. Now, if the board is already shorted, this capacitor on this end is going to be showing 0 ohms. Basically, it's going to show 0 resistance on this end. If it's shorted, here it's also going to show 0. But if it's not shorted, this is going to show us some resistance. So let me bring a different camera closer in, and I'll show you what I mean. This is the voltage regulator. To the right of it is this silver piece, and this capacitor right here. So what we're gonna do is connect the negative part we're gonna connect to the negative, and the positive we're gonna connect to this guy right here. All right, and we get resistance. So the reason we get resistance, let me show you here. You see, we got resistance. This is no resistance right here, 0. And this is, we get resistance here, and we get resistance here on the capacitor. If this thing would be shorted, we would be getting something like that here, right there. It would show us 0. So let me show you on green screen. The wrong screen here. All right, so here on this silver pin, it shows us the resistance, and on this capacitor on the left hand side, it shows us the resistance. On the other side, it shows us no resistance. That's the way how it should be, because the right side is negative and the left side is not negative, so to speak. So, but if the board would be shorted, this would show us 0, would show us that, like that. All right. So before you ship the motherboard to us, if you want to test it at home, if your pins are broken here, if the pins are broken here, you want to test it at home, take the board out, put the voltmeter here with the ground here, and see if it's going to show you the resistance. If it does, you're all good. We're going to replace the connector, it's going to be working fine. Or you can replace the connector yourself, it's going to be working fine. On the prior video to this, the one I made today or yesterday, was it? I work 7 days a week, so it's kind of hard for me to remember when did I do a video about this system repair. Again, the number one comment is, who are you to critique a design of the people who make multi-billion-dollar in sales in terms of the laptops? I'm a nobody, so again, this is just my opinion that the design. So basically, the opinion is this: buy Lenovo laptops so that I would be still in business. All right, don't listen to anybody that. Including me. Anyways, so here. And I explained to you in the prior video why this connector is a godsend for me, because it's not... Technical specifications for this connector don't show that it's supposed to handle so much amps should not handle so much wattage coming through it as being used by the power supply that you plug into this connector. All right, so the reason I'm insulating the area around it so that I don't want anything to blow off the motherboard here. So here. All right. I should have used a different, not the foil. All right. I shouldn't have used the foil. I should have used the different stuff here. Where is the other insulation here? This insulation is what I should have used here. All right. Let's see. Like that, and like that. Good job. Good job. All right. Let me insulate that area too, so that nearby component won't be damaged. And in the prior video, I messed up. I didn't unpause the video when I started to desolder it. And I think I would get some negative comments in regards to that. So on this video, I'm not going to use the pause button, hoping that so that you wouldn't miss anything. All right, so here we need to make sure that we have access to the rear pins. Right, because if we don't have access to the rear pins, you're not going to be able to desolder it. So here, like that, and like that. All right, so basically I'm a nobody who made 1,000+ videos of how to fix different laptop makes and models and what the problems are. So, well, let me pause the video now. All right, so unpause the video. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna put some flux on the rear pins and the side pins here. By the way, keep in mind which way is up and which way is down. Sometimes I put this jack upside down, and that's just horrible. Because you can put this jack this way or the other way around. This is up, 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 and then this one should be up this way. All right, so we're gonna bring in the hot air this way. We're gonna add a little bit of air at 350 degrees here, and we're gonna do the soldering iron is not warm yet. It's gonna warm up in a second. All right, so now we're just gonna be adding the solder to the, basically we're mixing the unleaded solder with the leaded base solder. I'm adding the leaded base solder. It's a lot more toxic, obviously, but that's what it takes to get the connector of the motherboard. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, so we added some solder on this end. And now we add a little bit of solder this way. Here. The goal is not to break the traces where the soldering points are at, because if you break the trace while removing the connector, it's going to be a pain to fix it. Well, most of it not going to be fixable. On this is going to be fixable probably, but on the other stuff, like the newest designs that this company makes, this good company, amazing company makes, please keep buying this computer so that I would be in business. Just like you go to the doctor, they recommend you prescription stuff that's to make you come back for more. That will cause more issues. So I will prescribe to you buying this brand of laptop in a heartbeat. All right. All right. Come on. Come on. like that. All right. So that's what was missing on the prior video on the removal portion. So we're dropping down the hot air from 420 to down to 350. And now we're just gonna suck all the old solder from the motherboard. All right. Alrighty. Okay. Flip the board over. Are we still recording? Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're still recording. All right. Alrighty. All right. So we're not getting anything done on those two negative parts. They require a lot more heat, a lot more heat going into them. So we're gonna boost up the hot air. All right. All right. Let's add more solder here. Let's the leaded base solder mix up with the unleaded base solder a bit more. And now let's try and suck it. Oh, wow. This is really hot now. Let's try and suck the whole thing out. All right. Almost there. Let's do something like that. Wonderful. Good job. Good job. All right, good job. Well, it's not a good job. I can see this guy here. There is still a lot more left in there. Anyway, let's fire up the hot air one more time. Bring it over this way. Add some solder to the rear pin here. All right. All right. Let's try and it's still not the best, not the cleanest thing ever. Nope, still has too much solder in there. Okay, let's bring this thing a bit closer. All right, wonderful. Good job. Shut this guy down. And let's unwrap the present. All right, beautiful. Every single hole nice and clean. Let me go get a new connector. This is the connector replacement. This is the old one. Same exact thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some solder, the flux right here. All right. All right. Let's raise this guy just a tiny bit. Let's see. Like that. Good job. And we're just gonna solder things up. Good job. Yeah, excellent. 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 Good job. Good job. Fantastic. Then I flip this guy over. And we solder this end. And what we're gonna do next is all right. Yeah. All right, good job. Good job. Seems really good to me. So I'm gonna clean this guy up. All right. Like that. Excellent. Kimtech wipes. Lint-free wipes that don't leave any residue. All right. Keep cleaning this guy up. All right. Beautiful, huh? I know. Here. Let's do the same thing here. Wonderful. Wonderful. And all the components are still in place, so should be good. All right, I will let it dry a bit more. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. That's the final, well, let me show you the final product. Hold on. That's the final product. Bring another camera. This is the final product. All right. All right. All right. Good job. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and you guys have a good day. Thanks. Bye.